Welcome back to the Everything But the Battle podcast of TTMath.com. You're here with Master Distiller Ben Tarabello of Tarabello Distillery, contestant on Moonshine and Master Distiller Discovery Channel. Cheers. Do I make a good bourbon? Again at Tarabello.com. But that's not why you're listening to me, so let's get to it. You love making new products. It is your favorite, and you believe that you have the following to hold it. And you may be right. You may very well be right. You got all the crowds and everyone to come and buy it. But you ever notice when you have 47 SKUs on the shelf, that's separate barcodes? It is so overwhelming. Not to mention how much time you're spent filling an order online when that bottle is not existent. Or it is, because using ttbmath.com, so inventory is right. But the bottle is somewhere up and high, deep behind. It wasn't worth the $45. Having multiple SKUs, meaning products with separate numbers, is really, really costly. It just sucks it out of you. The way I see it is you walk into a bar, most bars will tell you 80% of revenue of their money is coming from 20% of the products. You need to figure that out for yourself. Now, this is where things get interesting. Okay, so you always thought multiple service make everyone happy together. It's overwhelming. Okay, very overwhelming. You need to focus on one thing, and that's sales. So you may want to go ahead, have a very high-end bottle, and this is price positioning, a medium tier bottle, 2 of those, and a cheap one. So it can be of the same product of a bourbon. It can be of a vodka, then a bourbon, then a gin. But essentially, as opposed to compartmentalizing and say, let me have 5 bourbons, 5 gins, 3 vodkas, and hey, throw in some whatever mix, it is much easier to sell a story on one product, much easier to manage. It can be one, hey, we've had RB3 come ahead and tell us an elevator pitch. Every year he does another product, and it's actually a very fascinating lesson in business. He's selling the elevator, but only one SKU a year. Okay? We had our distillery in Canada that sells the Tricolo grains, which is the local grain that they do. That is their sell. That is one product, one story, even if there's multiple releases, which is a little more complex because you're having multiple SKUs, but you're having one product. Inventory, you do have that hiccup on the inventory that you have to keep track, but at least the narrative is still the same. It's one story you're selling. You gotta hit the one story. When you're making everything, you don't get the one story. It's also easier to train your staff. They know the story. They know the vision. It's all there. You want to grow past just being you. Okay? That's very important. The more SKUs you have, the more likely a bottle just walks its way off the shelf without you even realizing. It's just a reality because you yourself are getting confused. To break it down for you, Al Capone always said, I don't even know what street Canada is on. And what he was trying to say is, I don't really care for Canada. I know what matters. And that's what's important. You need to go ahead and sell what matters. And that is one story, not 3 stories. This story is a projection or a continuation of you, of who you are, and manifestation in the product, what the narrative is. And you're going to sell it over and over and over again. Again, 3BR does the elevator. In Canada, it's the Tricolo, multiple versions. Outside, they're all outside. Imagine if they came ahead and said, and you got to go watch that distillery video. It was fantastic with Barbara. It's on the podcast. If some was aged inside, some was aged outside. Kind of go like this. You're not even sure what. All of the bourbon, it's not bourbon, all the whiskey's aged outside. It's one continuous story over and over and over again. Tarabello Distillery, and I gotta tell you the story. It's that dude, the rabbi. Unique finishes, but it's over and over and over again. See you all tomorrow. And remember, if you're not using T3Math.com, you are not functioning at your max. Or you are just being maxed out. See you all. Thank you for joining. TTMath.com.